What is going on YouTube? Hitterback making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So as I'm literally speaking, we're starting to see cryptocurrencies see major reversals and major swings to the downside here. You can see Ethereum saw a major whale sell-off, which shot us all the way down to $4,100, literally in the blink of a second. Now, this is only on the hourly, so it's really not playing that big of a role compared to when you swing things out and you start looking at the daily. It was only a very small reversal to the downside here. We've actually opened up and started heading higher since this morning here, so things are looking still really good for Ethereum, and I believe we're going to continue to reverse up in Ethereum's prices here. So we are still considering bullish momentum and bullish pumps to the upside here. Not only with that, we're seeing it within XRP as well as within Bitcoin. There's some pretty strategic strong support levels that honestly need to hold if we want to see prices head up even higher. So we do have to look at these and predict where exactly we could be moving to in the near future. Also, S&P 500 is looking absolutely incredible, back up to all-time highs, retesting that. So it's not just the S&P 500 that's exploding up. We're not only seeing that, we're seeing Ethereum we're seeing Ethereum hit all-time highs, as well as Bitcoin hit all-time highs. So it's some pretty crazy, incredible things. Otherwise, definitely make sure to join in on our crypto coin display giveaway. It is completely free to enter. All you have to do is comment your favorite crypto as well as subscribed. Do those two things and you will be entered in the drawing for Sunday. And lastly, guys, today's video is sponsored by Covesting or Prime XBT. They're dropping their brand new yield accounts, which means you can stake cryptocurrency and actually get rewarded from just leaving it, locking it up, and getting paid an APY off of that. So very exciting. Huge shout out to them once again for sponsoring today's video. More information about their Covesting yield accounts will be in the description as well as at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, definitely make sure to turn on post notifications as well as smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And let's jump into today's episode. So definitely some crazy stuff happening today. Yesterday did incredible. We actually saw markets exploding yesterday. We put our buy-in orders actually 2 days ago, but yesterday was another grace period to actually buy in if you haven't actually bought into it. We're seeing Solana actually absolutely explode, up 20% just today alone. Incredible. We're seeing Ethereum explode up. Bitcoin's kind of stagnating right now. We'll talk about that, but pretty much everything is doing very well as I'm speaking here. And you can see, looking at some of these cryptocurrencies here, like XRP, for example, what exactly is going on. So I'm not too worried about XRP with right now. We actually managed to close pretty much above our top resistance level. I believe on the daily here, we confirmed closing above our 13-cent resistance. It almost seems like 13 cents isn't the problem zone now. It almost seems like it's slightly higher. Like, do you see what I'm talking about? Resistance. We're seeing some other areas here too. Yeah, we've kind of pegged off of it. It's definitely floating in between here, like right around here. I don't know. It's a tough level to kind of map out and put a top problem zone on. Like, I've had it lower at $1.13, but we're definitely floating around at an interesting level here. So regardless of that pattern, when you're zooming in now to the hourly, like we've been kind of paying attention to, and then maybe we'll zoom out and check other things. Actually, that's kind of what I want to do. Let's jump to the 4-hour quick. You can kind of see what exactly is forming here. We actually called this a couple of days ago. This was kind of our double bottom descending fractal forming here. We discussed that if we were able to close above our resistance level, if we broke outside or broke and closed above our downtrend, that we would have a great opportunity to buy in right at $1.09, which we did. And we've literally just launched it all the way up. We hit highs at $1.16. It's been pretty incredible. What I'm actually starting to notice is some other patterns forming here. I mean, there's going to be so many lines drawn on here. It's going to be such a pain in the butt. You can actually see clearly the downtrend that I'm now referring to here. There's a clear downtrend that's forming on this coin. There is some sort of support level. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's this wick here where we have a support and a downtrend. I don't know, but this is clearly a top resistance, which is now 3 confirmations easy. Hopefully you guys can see here 1, 2, and 3, which I haven't seen anyone else really talk about within XRP, to be honest with you. It's almost, this is a clear cut downtrend that is pulling us lower and lower and lower. So very interesting with how that's actually reacting with the market currently. But zooming back in, you can also see the small uptrend that's kind of forming on this coin here when you're looking at the hourly in a very short-term movement here. I mean, markets are literally plummeting. I'm not sure how much it's going to mean right now, but it was something along the lines of like this. This is what we had, and it was something to pay attention to a little earlier today, but this is only the hourly. Prices are, as we speaking, starting to drop through it, which is why it's pretty incredible. Now, we did have stop losses that were put in, and some of these stop losses did get hit. As for XRP, some of the other cryptocurrencies as well, a little bit, but not many. I mean, Ethereum still looks okay for right now. We didn't actually hit the stop loss, but there is a chance that I might actually move my position up and actually take some profits. Now, this is a pretty big sign with the major flash reversal that we had to pretty much take our profits at the top here and just get ready for another buying opportunity, because at the end of today's video, there's a good chance we're going to see prices just swing all over here. So when we get closer to the top again, I will just put my stop loss in or just take my profits and then get ready to buy back in again if we see the right time to buy in, if that makes sense to you guys. But everything is pretty much flash crashing right now, and I don't want to be involved in this market when this happens. Ideally, I don't think we're going to go that low, to be honest with you. I mean, you can see the uptrend that I did just draw and how we're still currently battling this and using it as a support. Flash crashes usually tend to reverse out of it. So I just want to wait for this crazy manipulation to end, and then we'll get back in. But these are great opportunities just to take profits. I mean, we've pretty much bought in since closing the hourly right here at $1.09 and had a huge run all the way up to what's currently now $1.14. Still in an uptrend here. There's a chance we could reverse higher or start to trend higher throughout today into tomorrow. So I'm not too worried about it. But if your stop losses didn't get hit, if my stop losses didn't get hit, I would still consider taking profits because this is a big run. Still possible. There's a big possibility we could head up higher, but I'd like to just clear that first and then buy back in. Like Ethereum is already heading right back up to the top here, which is why I'm not worried. I mean, we literally bought into Ethereum when we closed the hourly at like 39.40, and we're already up to, which was a high of 43.68. This was a major run to the upside here. It is very well known that people are clearly taking profits at the high. We saw this back, especially on Bitcoin. We saw this pretty much with all the cryptocurrencies back in like 2018 when people hit the high, and then we saw these major flare wicks reversals outside of here. But understand, we're really close in on these charts here on the hourly. So this is only a short-term little reversal here. I mean, we could just slightly trend this up like that. That's pretty much what we're looking at here. This is the supporting uptrend here inside this big fractal that's forming, however we want to draw this here. And even though we're starting to correct lower, these are only hourly charts. I mean, when you start to take a step back and look at things on the 4-hour and the daily, you can see it's only just short term. This is only really temporary happening within this hour. You can see on the bigger charts here, it doesn't really look that bad. But ideally, we are getting very high in these cryptos. We are going to see some small pullbacks. I do believe long term, in a continuation with this, that we are going to see a really big run for the upside really soon. It all seems like on the daily here, there is some sort of support. The prices are just scaling to the upside here. And I do believe we are going to be retesting, or sorry, hitting like 70K, 80K, 90K soon within this market here before we see a big drop to the downside, because things are just going to pump this price up, guys. Things are just going to scale us to the upside here. It's just short term. If you just want to lock in profits and get back in, that's all I'm saying to do, is just scale the market, see how we play out here in case there's a small reversal. That's it. But get ready for continuation pumps to the upside here, because I don't think we're just going to crash and burn just yet. The only coin that's like kind of nerve-wracking is just XRP, which is just trending less than these other cryptocurrencies. It's pretty much the only crypto that's still inside its major Elliott wave. You can see that clear as day, which is currently having some problems here. So it's still, like I always say, there's still some chances that we could continue to correct lower here inside this big Elliott wave, because we're just hitting resistance after resistance after resistance. It almost seems like this is the problem zone right here, and we're probably just going to be heading lower soon. But I don't know. I mean, we're seeing bullish crosses on the MACD. Ideally, I think with Bitcoin heading up even higher, it's going to just carry all these cryptos up. That's my thought to the way these markets are trending here. It's just short term, like I said, that we're taking out profits just in case markets start to pump even lower here. But even with Ethereum and all these cryptocurrencies, they are starting to skew lower. Now, moving on to the S&P 500 here, which is literally just exploding as I'm speaking. We saw the double bottom. It wasn't necessarily a double bottom. We saw us retesting moving averages on the bottom support here, basically becoming oversold on the daily. We discussed that this is probably going to be the farthest we drop. If we head any lower, we are not going to be looking too good. We're going to see a pretty substantial reversal from the top to where we would drop to. Could be like a 16% drop. It would have some pretty big impacts on people's wallets and their retirements. So it's nice to see that we've reversed back up. I mean, the past couple of days has just been a firecracker of a movement here, just exploding to the upside here. Literally, we're now retesting all-time highs, and we haven't even opened for today's market. I mean, this is Thursday. We'll probably open. We might even head even higher here, but we're retesting current resistance levels of all-time highs. So we'll see how today opens. So very excited. Overall, how are these markets trending? Understand we are looking at all of these on the short term. We're looking at all these on the hourly. It's a very small dip lower. That's what you guys have to understand here. This is for a very small short-term trade. When you jump out to like the daily charts here, it's a very small, recovery, uncertainty candle, which really isn't that bad. So we just have to let these markets play out. A little bit of consolidation. I mean, even on XRP, we're trading at 57 on the RSI. We still look great. But when playing these short term, if you are still in, you could consider taking profits here. I do believe we will bounce off these supports though, but we still had a major run, and it only makes sense to take some profits out, even on Ethereum and Bitcoin here. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk about co-vesting. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to co-vesting for sponsoring today's episode. So check this out, guys. Prime XBT launches the APY generating co-vesting yield accounts. So while the formula for copy trading relies on the Prime XBT's advanced trading tools to access global markets across Forex, crypto, commodities, and stock indexes from a single account, co-vesting yield accounts are an entirely different experience altogether and more closely resembling the world of DeFi, but only simpler. So they are proud to officially introduce co-vesting yield accounts for the first time and announce the tool is now live on Prime XBT immediately. Co-vesting yield accounts let users stake any idle crypto assets stored in their highly secure Prime XBT account wallet and earn competitive variable APY. Hopefully everyone knows, but APY stands for annual percentage yield and references the rate of return in crypto rewards offered for staking assets. Now, staking has become a prevalent trend among the cryptocurrency community, made even more popular due to the emergence of automated market-making platforms such as Uniswap, which you guys all know. And unlike how it works on a centralized exchange, users of such decentralized platforms provide liquidity for trading pairs, and the protocol issues rewards to users as a variable APY based on any fees generated by the platform. Market conditions dictate what that variable APY rate is at any given moment. Now, the current rate is about 10.5%, and that's been the highest rate co-vesting yield accounts have achieved so far, but market conditions change regularly depending on demand, trading volume, and the general market volatility. Now, the co-vesting yield account system always makes it abundantly clear what the expected APY performance should be. However, it is up to the user to monitor the rates and watch for changes in market conditions. Now, guys, any rewards generated are automatically added to the staking account. Now, the tool provides a fully transparent estimate of expected APY rates. Within just a few clicks, users can begin staking any crypto assets stored in secure Prime XBT crypto wallets for passive income, making the benefits of DeFi much more accessible to all. Co-vesting yield accounts are the latest update as part of an ongoing white label licensing agreement and B2B partnership between Prime XBT and the licensed European fintech developer Co-vesting. And other innovations include co-vesting copy trading module and COV token staking, which can unlock utilities that boost your APY rates when using the co-vesting yield account system. It is also just the most recent release in an ever-growing lineup of assets and continuous updates released by the two companies in cooperation. So guys, now let me explain how to use the co-vesting yield account to help you if you wanted to check it out, which I did link in the description. The performance of history of any staking are listed for accounting purposes, and clicking on any individual staking gives users a bird's eye view of all performance metrics, including total earned, total equity, and even more. Now, by visiting the Yield Account tab of the co-vesting section in the Prime XBT dashboard, users can get the current estimated rates or prepare a more specific expected rate of return using the calculator tool. Now here, users can find out how each COV token staking membership can bolster the APY rates of each asset being offered by staking. And guys, by staking COV tokens, users can unlock utilities that offer as much as 2x APY boost, in addition to other compelling utilities for copy traders like trading fee discounts, improved success fees, and even more. So guys, co-vesting yield accounts offer a significant flexibility, with staking offered on Ethereum, USDT, or USDC, and staking can also be started or stopped at any time, giving users complete control over the capital. So guys, if co-vesting yield accounts is something that you might be interested in on Prime XBT, then please check out the links in the description to find out more information and start staking. Otherwise, huge shout out to co-vesting for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.